In the heart of a bustling kingdom, there lived a king, known for his constant chatter. His people often whispered about his endless tales and anecdotes that seemed to flow like a never-ending river. Despite his social personality, the king frequently felt a sense of emptiness deep within his spirit. One day, as the king sat in his throne room surrounded by his courtiers, a rumor reached his ears. It was about an honored Buddhist monk who lived in the quiet solitude of a nearby monastery. It was said that the monk had great wisdom and insight that could bring peace and clarity to even the most troubled minds. Intrigued by the stories of the monk, the king decided to seek him out and request his guidance. Ignoring the protests of his advisors and courtiers, the king set out on a journey to the monastery nestled amidst the tranquil mountains. When the king arrived at the monastery, the Buddhist monk welcomed him with peace and serenity. His eyes held a depth of wisdom that seemed to pierce through the king's soul, leaving him feeling exposed and vulnerable. "O wise monk, I have come seeking your counsel," the king said, his voice echoing over the quiet courtyard. The monk nodded in acknowledgement and invited the king to sit beside him under the shade of a banyan tree. For some hours, they sat in silence, the only sound being the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind. Finally, the monk spoke, his voice soft and melodic. "Your Highness, the power of silence is a gift that can bring great peace and clarity to the mind. In the stillness of silence, we can hear the whispers of our inner selves and find the answers we seek." The king listened intently, his curiosity piqued by the monk's words. He had never considered the value of silence in a world filled with noise and chatter. The monk continued, "Your kingdom is vast and rich, but within you, there lies a kingdom even greater and more powerful. Seek the silence within yourself, and you will discover the true essence of who you are." Deeply moved by the monk's teachings, the king vowed to practice the art of silence in his daily life. He spent hours each day, meditating quietly, letting go of his desire to speak all the time. As the days turned into weeks, something inside the king started to change. He felt a sense of inner peace and tranquility, replacing the wild energy that had once consumed him. His courtiers noticed the change in their king and whispered amongst themselves about the newfound serenity that surrounded him. One day, the king experienced a profound feeling of contentment as he sat in his throne room with his courtiers surrounding him. He just smiled and listened to what everyone around him had to say, rather than breaking into his usual verbose monologues. The courtiers were amazed by the transformation in their king and marveled at the newfound wisdom and insight that seemed to radiate from him. From that day on, the king ruled his kingdom with a newfound sense of serenity and clarity. The people noticed the change in their king and remarked on the peace and harmony that now permeated the land. As the king sat in quiet contemplation one evening, he thought back to his meeting with the wise monk and realized the profound impact that the power of silence had brought to his life. He was forever grateful for the teachings of the monk and vowed to always remember the value of silence. As we see, the talkative king learnt the true power of silence and found peace within himself. Silence can be a powerful tool for self-awareness and personal achievements. It allows us to focus inside and block out external distractions, which promotes better mental wellness. Practice silence and meditation, and you will be able to channel your energy. You will have the clarity you need to calmly face challenges and uncertainty.